Number four, yeah. He knows that he individually or as a fiduciary or his spouse or a minor child residing in his house has a financial interest in the subject matter in controversy or in a party to the proceeding or any other interest that could be substantially affected by the outcome of the proceeding. Yes. Now, he or his spouse or person within the third degree of relationship to either of them, or the spouse of such person, yeah, hmm third degree, yes, is a party to the proceeding or an officer, director, or trustee of a party. Is acting as a lawyer in the proceeding is known by the judge to have an interest that could be substantially affected by the outcome of the proceeding. Yeah. Is to the judge's knowledge likely to be a material witness in the proceeding. Hmm. You know, I think he got paid for shows. Yeah. And as much as you don't want to admit this idea of using the judiciary to, well, to get paid, to be bribed, to make a movie, to make a show. Um, Obviously, you have a material interest in the outcome of any proceeding. Yes. Now, you had no problem making me go to court because of fake evidence. Yes. And every time I showed up in court, somebody paid. Yes, because they pay for those court hearings. Right. That's income above and beyond your actual wages or salary. Yes. Now, there's the civil court proceedings where you never gave me any notice of court proceedings. Yes. And you kept issuing court orders where there was no proof of service. Oh. Now, let's say Brent and Mike Van Proyen. Yeah. Steve Holloway. Ooch. Wolfley. Oh. Let's say that there were certain individuals that were laughing their ass off. Yeah. Because I do pay for the show when Paul doesn't appear in court. I would want to find out, yes, Mike Van Proyn, is there a reason that you sent all my court notices to 1023 Kitchen Dick Road? Is there some reason that you don't want me to speak to Marilyn Van Proyn? Was there something that you did not want me to know that did have some material effect on the actual court hearings that you had? Yes. That for some reason should have disqualified Brent from making any decision. Now, he knows that he individually or as a fiduciary, or his spouse, could be Brent's wife, it could be Marilyn or Marilee, has a financial interest in the subject matter in controversy or in a party to the proceeding. Now, let's say I'm sitting here. I'm feeling the pressure today. Yes. And I thought I was very wealthy. I thought I might have some inheritances. Yes. And then there's some innovations that I've been wanting to sell. Yes. And then there are some lawsuits that I'm wanting to get the money for. Yeah. There's victims resources. Victims assistance. And victims restitution. Ooh. Now, when you really think about it, am I feeling some sort of unnecessary pressure? Yes. Or I should be living in a five-star hotel with women that want to volunteer. Yes. And I should have all of our kids in the same residence. Now, when you really think about why am I experiencing any pressure at all? There's the Army's Military Commission, Victims Assistance. Yeah. There's the state of Washington's Victims Resources. And then there's the Mandatory Victims Restitution Act. Yes. Now, I am sitting on approximately $1 trillion, and you idiots seem to think, yes, that you're violating my